And then I came across this MONSTA X Hero video and I'm like, hold up, is that the guy in the red hair, like in the thumbnail, like in the corner? And I'm like, oh, press on it, watch it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is fate.
Hi, welcome to TTK. We like to interview people and to get into their heads. So the next group of people we want to interview are MONSTA X Fan Accounts. If you're new here, please make sure you press subscribe and also the bell notification button next to it, and then press allow all notifications so you don't miss a thing, like these interviews, our street interviews, our concert vlogs and more. So you may remember we interviewed a bunch of BTS Twitter accounts. We're kind of doing the same thing, but this time around with Monbebe. So if you're a Monbebe, I love saying it, then keep watching and stay tuned to the end where you can tell us what you thought and also who you'd like to see us interview next. Cue the interview.
Hi, my name is Fazana. I'm from London.
I'm Zoe, I'm 18.
Hi, I'm Yasmin.
I'm Morgan, I'm 20.
My name is Asia, I'm 17 and I'm a Monbebe.
I'm Carrie and I'm a Monbebe.
Now, okay, this is a long story. It's not like your generic, like, oh yeah. Okay, so let's rewind.
So it's like 2 years ago on my sister's birthday.
I don't remember the how. I actually tried looking back at my YouTube history recently, and apparently I didn't have my history on.
I started looking into them, and then I thought, oh my god, I quite like this group. And the first song I heard was All In. And I was like, what? This song is a tune!
So I was always like into K-pop since like 2011. But I never really got into MONSTA X until more like just before Jealousy, I think, was released.
So I had like a friend that was into K-pop, you know, and as a person who's as a friend who's into K-pop does, like show you a million videos and like all these bands.
But I did find in my Google Music history, I found like the first song I listened to. So that was in middle of 2017.
I always have the aux cords in the car, like that's my thing. And she was like, oh, can I just play this one song, please, please? I was like, no. And like, because obviously I do film, I'm like obsessed with videos, and I was watching, I can't remember what video it was though. I was watching, I was like, oh my god, these are actually really good.
The one in the red hair, the one in the red hair, the one in the red, that one, okay, so just keep that as a side note. And then fast forward to like 2018, and that's when I actually like fell down that hole.
My sister, she's been into Kpop for the past 6 or 7 years, so she introduced me. And
We're not related, by the way.
yeah, we're not related.
And then I came across this MONSTA X Hero video, and I'm like, hold up, is that the guy in the red hair, like in the thumbnail, like in the corner? And I'm like, oh, press on it, watch it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is fate.
I'd say, obviously they do a lot of different concepts, so their concepts are always up there.
I think sometimes you just find that group that you just kind of really click with. Everyone in the fandom's like really like active and just talks all the time, and you can find people from all over the world.
It's always the dance for me. I no matter how many K-pop groups I like, it's always about the dance. I dabble in it myself.
It's just so annoying to be stressed. So like, just for that 10 minutes, just watch that interview and just laugh at whatever they're doing, even though they're grown men, just like, I'm loving it, you know? It means a lot, because it's like, without them, like, I'd just be even more sad.
Did you see them at Wembley?
Yeah, I'm actually in your video.
Oh,
If you go back and watch it, you'll see my hair. And
were you were dancing like a woman?
There's something about the sound that they have is like completely different.
So you like the universe that they...
Yeah, it's just very, exactly, very
There's like
universal.
a story. Every time they release a song or a video, there's like a story to it.
I agree that they are the best rappers in K-pop. I think their chemistry is just insane compared to most other groups.
I'll spend the whole million years waiting for this concert, so excited. It would motivate me to get out of bed just for those 2 hours of just seeing them live and like thinking, oh my god, like this is the real thing, this is, yeah. But what was my point? I literally forgot what I was saying. Hold on.
Separate, where some groups you have like rap, verse. They always sort of intermingle, and it's really good. They are the best.
They're always trying to like better themselves, so I think that's like really...
Jawan, yeah, he's like a
amazing.
secret,
He's
secret
like,
singer.
the touch on the floor, that had me gone. I was watching it every single day.
Yeah,
When it first was released, it was amazing.
Yeah, they're just really good, I think, with everything. I don't think there's nothing that we can fault them at, actually.
Honey, 100. You already know. Oh my god. Listen, like this guy.
Wonho. He's just gorgeous. Like, he's just so sweet.
I have two. So Juhan is my top, and Minhyuk as well.
So are you feeling particularly fragile at this point in time?
Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit.
To me, Shoni was my first bias,
Okay.
and then
So you
when
converted him at some point?
no, I still love him.
Okay.
He's still my bias. I still love him. But then when I saw Wonho last year, I just fell in love.
Wonho.
Why?
Just wow.
I hate being like cringy on that, like, oh my god, yeah, we're like the same person. But like, I really feel like we are. And like, I feel like outside of like, if we were friends in real life.
Really?
Kian, right here. I've got like,
pinned to your phone.
I've just got loads of pictures of him. Loads.
The most hardworking, talented people in the industry, and I really respect that.
This concert that just happened, okay? So you know the catwalk? I think we're on the same side because I remember watching a vlog. Anyways, this is me. This is like the main stage, and then like, no, main stage and then extended stage there, right? So I was like on the catwalk runway bit or like whatever.
My bias is Wonho. Just his personality and how he loved Monbebe.
I was just feeling it, and then he was coming to my side, so I was going, yeah, you know, like hyping him up. So he comes and he's like, I'll show you the video actually, I can send you the video. So I'm like hyping him up, whatever. He comes and he stops in his tracks and he's like, look at me like this, and I'm like, me? And I hold on, are you doing this to me? I don't know what possessed me. I don't know what possessed me to start like dancing like, oh. I started doing that, and then he started doing it, and I was like, is he copying me right now? And I'm like, okay, let me just make sure and hit the folks. And I hit the folks, and then he hits the folks, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think like we should, it's gonna be cringe. I don't think we should ever lose hope. Like honestly, seeing the whole of Twitter just go, I want to say crazy, but like everyone was like, it got me emotional because I was like, oh my God.
No, he's coming back. Like, 100% believe. I 100% believe he's coming back.
I'm hoping maybe once the members, I mean, they'll have to start going to the military soon, so I'm hoping maybe if they all go kind of soon, they can come back and then their contracts will be over.
I want to support what he wants to do, and I want him to I want all the members to just be happy.
I just don't think, like, he has the heart to leave. Like, after all the, like, effort and time he's put into, like, Monbebe and stuff, I don't think he'll want to leave.
Oh my God. That day, she texted
My
me.
heart dropped.
I was in a meeting with my manager. It wasn't a good one. And I come out, and then something happened with family, and then I saw my phone, I saw a text, and I was like, no, I didn't believe her for over an hour. I walked around in circles in my building, and then I checked Twitter, and I was like,
My heart dropped.
No one else should force him to do what he doesn't want to do. It's just vibes.
Some people are saying, you know, like the drama behind it was like, you know, he was kind of forced with like all of those scandals, or it was his choice, like he actually wanted to. So if it was, like, of course I respect that. You know what, like I'm happy for him. If he's happy, like I'm happy, even if that means I'm never gonna see him again.
and I feel like there's been signs or him seeing stuff what's going on online, or someone's telling him, and he knows that the support is still there. We love him just as much as he loves us. There's a certain level of
Standards. They have standards
yeah.
and reputation that they have to stick to, which is a bit sad if I'm honest. Like, you have to have nice body, nice skin, nice hair, nice this, nice that.
Literally a clean personality.
Yeah,
and
so
it's
it's a
kind of
bit-
sad for like new trainees as well.
I think that Western audiences just don't care. We've had plenty of scandals, or things that are even worse than scandals, and people keep going about their lives.
The Korean, like, fandom are more, like, reserved. That's what I've seen on, like, all stuff on, like, We're doing stuff that's a bit more out there. So sometimes we need to reel it in, because I feel like we're, like, European and, like, just international fans are, like, more, like, wild.
But I guess in Korea it's extremely different, and it's very frustrating because it's not even if the allegations are true, it's not a big deal. And it was so long ago, and he's proven time and again that this isn't him anymore.
The Twitter fandom managing to trend his name pretty much on a daily basis since. Is that you?
Yeah. We are like, I think it really showed just how much, like, how strong a fandom we are, because we're always quite a quiet fandom who never really like cause trouble or anything. So, and then when something happens, it shows that we can fight for our group and we can fight for what's right.
If you find out like Justin Bieber smoked weed, the person you're telling it to will literally be like, what? Like, why are you telling me this? I don't care. But in Korea, if that's the case, like, it's over for them, and it's it's too strict. Like, do you know what I mean? Especially for like how much they're worked and how much like effort they put in, and how many albums have MONSTA X come out with this year? Tours, and they're going on another one. Like, anyways,
It's on a wider scale now, isn't it? Though, so like there's like more opinions and just more like situations going on. So everyone's just gonna put their 2 cents in when they don't need to. Like, it just needs to be between the band and like what they think's best for them and the company as well.
Whether he did it or not, what's the matter? That's in his past. That's not who he is now.
People should be allowed to grow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think maybe it sends a message that if you've done something wrong 8 years ago, you can still be held to
Sod it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sod it.
Exactly.
Sod it.
From school, they like to kind of pick on that, but I never really let it get to me because I think I've always been quite like, you can say what you want about my interest, but that's my interest and that's what I like, so I'm not going to let you take my happiness away from me.
The first thing they say is, but that's for 13-year-old girls.
A few friends, but like I've got one into it, so it's fine.
do you know what? It's just like the usual, like, oh, they all look the same, they all look like, do you know, like just the usual. And it's like, it comes to a point where it's like, I literally don't care. Like, it's like, if that means I have a high chance at getting a ticket because you're not getting a ticket, I'm more than happy with that.
If you listen to them without prejudice, then
It's like
your mind will change.
you listen to other songs in other languages, like Justin Bieber released that song, and the whole world fell in love with it. So why is it any different to K-pop?
Which song?
Despacito.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think that they're aware, but they still can't get their head around it. Like, they know, because I'm sure like fans, I'm sure there are so many fans that come and tell them like how their music saved them from like a really dark time.
As well as artists, they're also people, so they all like have their music which kind of makes them feel how we feel when we're listening to them.
I think they must know to some extent of how important it is to us. I know that they're on Twitter, I know they're on YouTube. You can tell, which is terrifying in some ways, because then I think back at all the things and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
They really inspired me to go back to uni and like actually try and do something with my life. So that's why like I always sound dead cheesy when I say, oh, they mean the world to me, but like they literally like,
You know, there's multiple fans that go to different concerts or different cities. They will recognise those faces, and it's just nice how they slyly acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you referring to us?
yeah.
Really injured my knee very badly and I had to stop dancing for a really long time. And I thought that was it. I thought I was done dancing and it was like a really hard time for me. But K-pop is what got me back into dancing again. And now it's been, I think, over 2 years I've been doing it sort of pretty consistently.
We were at New York and we saw them there, so it was very random. But
It was very random. When we booked the tickets, there was no news of them going to New York, and then when we found out, we was like, we have to go. So we went on the Kelly and Ryan show, and then we saw them outside Madison Square Garden as well.
If I cry, yeah, no, my contact is literally going to be here with my eyelash here. Like, that's not what I want to see on a thumbnail.
I've made one of my best friends through MONSTA X. We travel to concerts. We've been to Germany, Paris, London, of course. We're going to the States in June we're going to 5 concerts.
Like I said, their music, just getting me up on like a really bad day, or like to disconnect from whether it's family life or friends or just stresses at work, just to like disconnect and be like, you know what, for this hour, I'm just going to listen to their music and that's it. And it's like, it just takes you to a different place.
Don't say that.
They're not.
I was gonna say.
I'm pretty sure they're all in America right now or something.
Oh
but
my
if
God.
Imagine in a world they were about to walk out from there. What's your reaction? But more importantly, what do you say to them?
I think there's just so much. Like, I think thanking them just for like everything and like letting them know that also we're there for them, like they are here for us.
I'm not looking at them.
They're right behind you.
Oh, no, I'm not looking at... Oh.
I'd probably call my sister, like, honestly, because she got me into them, so I'd be like, I'd have to call my sister and just like, be like, oh my God.
I mean, I'd probably fall off my chair first.
Just thanking them for like everything that they've ever like done for me personally, and just letting them know that like it doesn't stop at me. Like that's like they have like such an impact on so many people's lives.
Oh, I don't know if I would look
I
them
think
in the eye.
I'd cry. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd just cry. Like, it would just be weird. Like, what the hell? Like, I would tell them that you guys are obviously amazing. You've done a lot for us. And obviously, it's not been that long since I became a Monbebe, but I'm a proud fan. Like, people would be like, oh, you just became a fan. You know, nothing. I'm like, Believe me, I know a lot.
It doesn't matter when you became a fan. If you're proud of them, you're proud of them.
Yeah.
I feel like with a lot of artists, they always have this image that they're trying to portray, and I feel like they can really get stressed, like building up. Like I feel like they always need to top their previous performance, or be like, no, I need to be funny in this interview, or I need to, you know, like make everyone laugh, or look really good, or dance really well. And it's like, just be yourselves. Like, we literally love you no matter what. Like, Joohon, take your time. Like, I literally, whatever you do, like, you could come on the stage and like pour water, and I'll be like, oh my god, yeah, that was amazing.
Just want them to be happy, regardless. If it means stopping, I want them to be happy. If it means continuing as 6, I wish it was 7, but if it's continuing as 6, if that makes them happy, that's what I want them to do.
They saw us, like it's like they remembered us, so like they acknowledged it, that they're the fans from London.
Yeah.
And you could just see like Hyungwon on the side, just like looking at you. You're crazy, but I love you.
Yeah.
And I've said this to everyone.
Yeah.
Like he's just looking at you, just in awe. Like I actually love you. I can't say it to you, but I love you.
I feel like someone just needs to shake them and just like tell them to look after themselves and eat and sleep. Like they just push themselves so much, and it's like inspiring, but it's also like it worries a lot of people.
Just do you, and like if you're happy, we're honestly happy, and that sounds so cringe, but it's true. Like I don't want you to try to make me laugh, and behind the scenes I know you're like stressing out about this one joke that you want to crack, you know, very specific, but like, you know what I mean, like, yeah.
If Starship were in the room right now, what would you say to them?
I have many things that I would say to them.
So guys,
Bringing them to the UK more.
bring Wonho back, number 1.
They've done nothing to help their health, their legal matters. There was that whole business with Shonu, which was an absolute mess, and they never said anything about it.
Bring them to the UK more, because I feel like we don't get much at all, and it'd be really nice to just see them more regularly. Like America get them 20 times a month.
And of course, Joohon being sick, like he had a flu, and then he had like another cold, and then he was sick 3 times within just a few weeks.
Get your act together. Like, we need to know, and like there's so many people that are suffering at the moment, and like as an entertainment company you have a duty to take care of your artists.
If Starship walked in the room right now, what would you tell them?
Not talk to them, like are they gonna ask me a question, am I gonna reply, like nothing. Oh, actually I take that back, I've got a lot to say. Okay,
To get their act together. Just that. But like also just look after the artists, like, and just to protect them and try not to like see, like I feel like they need to communicate better with fans as well.
It's not MONSTA X without Wonho. They started as a 7, they're gonna finish as a 7.
87.
Yeah, Monster. Yeah.
I need to sit them down and be like, you do realize these 7 boys have done this much, and you're out here still trying to stress them out, load them with so much. Like in the past, like a million years of them working, they're literally on like a 1-week break. What is that? Like a 1-week break, that goes so fast, you know. I think they need to realize that for how much the boys have done, like just give them their time to rest and do what they want, you know. Like I've been waiting for this Joohon mixtape 2 for so long, and it's not out, and I bet it's not out because Starship's just pressuring him to film more songs, learn more dances, go, which I love, but like just let them like chill out, you know.
I think they're going to do really well with the English album. I think that's going to go over really well, especially if Wonho is still on it. So I'm really looking forward to that.
I want to say they'll just get bigger. I really, really, really hope so.
And what about the English album?
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, so excited.
I ordered 5 different versions.
They've got so many dates in such a short span of time. Even when we were planning our itinerary, like we're doing 5 concerts in 10 days, and our flights are insane. Like,
Well, they've got their English album coming out this month. Yeah, this month. So I think obviously they also have a really long American tour going on, so hopefully they'll come here too.
I feel like you should do more stops in the UK. I don't want to sound like demanding or nothing, but like they only come to London, and I feel like they should see more of the UK and see like more of the fans like who can't like potentially come down and see them. I think it'd be really nice, and like they'd be able to see more culture and different places.
But we just want them to come to London so we can see them again, I guess.
Wembley Stadium.
I hope so. Yeah, that would be lit. Oh my.
Come to Liverpool.
Okay, okay, no, I'm gonna say this to you again. I can't look in that camera. Two, like I mentioned before, like take as long as you want. Like I feel like he's so worried to come back as a bigger and a better Jihoon, like impress all of us. No, take your time, rest, like recover, and just come back and find what you used to love, whether it's rapping, whether it's like producing songs, whatever. But like, yeah, we're waiting for you. And even literally, even if you never come back, or even if you come back 100 years later, I'm still here.
I feel like we need to support like more, and like we need to show love more to like and respect. Like I feel like we all just go a bit too wild.
Do you say how many shows you're going to?
5.
Can you please explain this?
Yeah, so my friend and I are going to, in June, we're going to Newark and then Boston, Toronto, Chicago, Atlantic City in 10 days.
You'll be bored by the third one.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Sell them tickets.
Yeah, we managed to get Ultimate VIP for every show.
How much did that cost in total?
Oh, you don't want to know.
I mean, I won't go in, but I really want to know.
We love you, MonstaX. X.
We love you.
I love you, Kim.
Hopefully they see this.
Hopefully.
Can you imagine they do?
If they do, I'll be embarrassed.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you press subscribe and the bell notification button next to it so you get all post notifications and you don't miss a thing. It was there, not here. It's definitely that side. It's there. Are you a MonstaX X fan in the UK? Are you a Monbebe? Then get involved in the comments and tell us what you would have answered to some of our questions. Do you want Wonho back? What would you say to Starship? Let us know in the comments below and we'll see you guys again next time with more content, interrogations. Thanks to this month's patrons, your names are down there if you would like to be featured in this little box. Also get loads of exclusive content for our patrons only. Press that button. Press it. Or is it that side? It's on the screen somewhere. It's down there. I'll let you use your spherical viewing devices to find it. Your optical stalk.